Aloha, beautiful people. Thank you for listening to KPFZ 88.1 FM in Lake County, California. I am your hostess for the next hour. I'm Laureen Lee, and I'm here to talk to you about holistic health and energy and how to get yourself pointed in the right direction so you can enjoy good health. And I'll be taking your calls here in the studio at 707-263-3435. Last week, my guest was Blair Hodson from New Zealand, and I'm hoping that he will call in again today and we can have him chime in and maybe help out with some of your health situations that you have going on. We like to help you unravel the confusion out there about nutrition and health and natural health, holistic health, and we also know quite a bit about regular health care, so we can talk about those items as well. I do have a couple of local things that I would like to share with you today, so let's get to that. And then we, have a few things that I did want to talk to you about today. We'll get to that in a moment. So, if you know Marian Kaiser, she does yoga, and she's got a really great energy and just a really good style of yoga that she does that's gentle. And is really good for people just getting into yoga or people that are experiencing health situations. And so she has some workshops coming up. On the first one is on Saturday, February 13th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Clear Lake Methodist Church. Be your own Valentine for an afternoon of kindness matters. It's all about you. You can get a hold of Marian at 707-533-7653 if you want to register for the workshop. You can also email her at yourpersonalyoga@gmail.com. So check out her first workshop on Saturday, February 13th from 1 to 4 p.m. Aloha, you're on the air with Laureen. Yes, you are. Doesn't sound like you're listening to our station. No, you don't. We can just talk. Everybody can hear what we're saying. You won't hear it over the air. I find it kind of confusing to listen to the station while I'm talking on the phone on the air because there's a small delay. So it's a little confusing, challenging, or whatever. But do you know which show you're calling into, and how can I help? Okay. Wow. Yeah. Sweet. Wow, so you've got a lot on your plate right now. How do you feel about prayer, meditation, and just energy work? Because energetically, you probably want to work on getting in alignment and raising your energy, your vibration, going into this situation because this is, rightly, like you said, a lot to deal with, especially with everything else on your plate. A lot of times when we have severe stress, and these are just like life events and things that make us feel uncomfortable or worry a lot, it's the energy that we hold in our body. It's invites or creates an environment um, to not be well, basically. And it's never too late to tune your energy and to start doing practices to help you emotionally and energetically deal with what you're dealing with. Also, we haven't talked before that I know or remember, but I would look also into your nutritional background to see if there are things nutritionally that can help you kind of beef yourself up, for lack of a better term on the fly here, but to just prepare yourself for the things that are coming up. And from my studies and also just what I believe in, I feel like there's a lot you can do energetically to improve your situation. And then there can also be things that you can do nutritionally, and also possibly holistically, with herbs and other natural remedies that might give you a lot of relief. And mhm. Right, because falling apart doesn't necessarily mean isn't like the proof that I'm so stressed out. Sometimes bottling stuff up can create that stress. So yeah, that might be something to look at. Processing, just your whole path that you've been on, because it sounds like you've been, dealing with a lot of stuff pretty much your whole life. If you had polio when you were younger, that started you, in a direction, and you've had to deal with a lot of things. And it is really great to be strong. It can be a good quality, but we need to process the emotions and stuff, and we have to be responsible for our energy level. Well, there's okay, so there's a couple different ways that we can talk about energy. One is your energy level when you wake up in the morning. How do you feel? Do you spring out of bed and you're good to go? That's one way to look at energy. And I understand your energy level's low, especially if you're not feeling good. But then the other way to think about energy has to do with our thoughts and emotions. And this is our own private thoughts, our own emotions. So do you wake up in the morning full of joy, even though you don't have a ton of energy? Do you wake up, worried, or sad, or any of these lower level energies, or do you have that higher level of energy? And this is what I'm talking about, because when you're able to kind of maintain a higher level of energy, which includes emotions like love, appreciation, gratitude, things like that, uh, you your body becomes a mismatch for illness. And it's not 100%, like I'm just going to force myself to be in a good mood and then I'm going to be 100% well all the time. It's a process, it's a transformation, and it's a journey. But these are things that you have control over. And the way I look at it, honestly, is that, our life journey here, that's what it's about. We're here to learn how to embody these higher energy archetypes like love and beauty and appreciation. Those are the really big ones. Nice. Do you in turn pray for them as well? Mm-hmm. 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 How do you, mm-hmm. 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 It is. It's definitely a challenge, and like I mentioned before, I feel like it's part of our life journey, part of our life lesson, as humanity to kind of raise our vibration personally, and then hopefully help the people around us also raise their vibration. And so, some of the things that you can do to kind of have that little shift, would be things like praying for your grandkids, doing affirmations like "Thank God I'm alive," "Thank God I have my children, my grandchildren," and for the health. Yeah, and for the health that I do have. But what I'm saying, what my point is really focusing on that appreciation and that love, because love and appreciation are two energies that when you're focused on those, you can't feel depressed. And if you get into a depression or you wake up in the morning and you're just automatically down, which is completely understandable, like from a logical point of view, for what you're going through. But if you can change that, make that little shift, I'm choosing this different thought. I'm choosing this different focus for my thought, because your emotions and your energy is going to follow your thought. So if you're living in appreciation, or at least refocusing on that over and over and over again, it can really make a huge difference for you, and this is something, you kind of have to go on faith with this, because until you try it, you don't have the evidence that's going to show you, wow, this is really working. One of the things you can do is get a little notebook and just keep track of the things that you appreciate, just the things that you appreciate. My one daughter, or my granddaughter, I'm not sure which it was, but she's doing good today. That's where you have some appreciation for that. You're thankful for that. Oh wow, she did good today, or I saw her today, she looked good. Any little thing that you can start making those lists. And what happens is, in the beginning, you kind of have to make yourself do it. But over a short period of time, it really doesn't take very long if you keep refocusing with your will, you keep refocusing that, your energy will start to change, and those thoughts are going to start to pop into your head automatically. Well, you can see now, that's what we're talking about. And see, if you work on this stuff now, I have witnessed myself, and also in my medical school, because it's a alternative medical school. I've read a lot of studies of just spontaneous remissions, spontaneous healings, miracle healings, miracles, and all of these kind of things. And the way that these happen is when you get your energy level up, and you get into that, your body becomes an environment that's inhospitable to illness and to, so there's things that we can do to our bodies through our thoughts and through our minds, but there's also things negative, things that we can do to our body through our nutrition and through our environment and the water we drink and the air we breathe, and there's all these things that we can do. But when your energy level's high and you're feeling at least thankful, if not loving, a lot of the time, your energy level starts to shift, and that's like the foundation for these kind of healing miracles. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, right there. Mm-hmm. Wow. So, we should talk about your nutrition sometime really soon, because I have a saying that is, everything you put in or on your body contributes either to your wellness or illness. So if you're not getting superfoods and super nutrients and the things that your body needs to do the work that it already knows how to do, to heal, to cleanse, to feel good, to grow. Nice. Wow. Because see, this right here could give you some improvement in your pain level and your ability to function. I mean, an incredible amount of positive things can happen when your body's getting the nutrients it needs. And so this is something that and also with your eyesight, like I don't know exactly what's going on with your eyesight, but these are things, when your body has the nutrients it needs to do the work that it needs to do, it can just do the most amazing, most miraculous things. And I think this is something that we should talk about. And you can email me at quantumenergyshift@yahoo.com. Okay. Cassie has all my information. What I'd like to do is get you a health history form that you can fill out. I can look at it in my free time, and then I can give you a call or just email back and forth with you about some stuff. And this is a community service that I do, just a public service to help people. It's just what I love to do, and I'd love to help you with that. I would need more information. The other thing is we're having the free healing clinic again on the 14th on Valentine's Day, which is a Sunday. It's at in Lower Lake at the Bikram Yoga. It's from noon to 3 or 4. I'm not sure, but okay, good, because you should make an appointment with me. So, did you call me earlier today on my phone? Okay, good, great. So, do you get text? Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'll make an appointment with you because I get so busy there that and every single time there's people that I couldn't get in to see me, and I thought it would be fair if I had appointment times with folks, and that way at least people who deliberately come down to see me can have a chance, and then everybody else can kind of go in between. But we'll set you up with that. I'll get you the health history form. You can fill that in, and I can look at it before the clinic, and then we can meet up in person and see, kind of dial stuff in for you a little bit. But please don't underestimate the power of prayer and meditation and intention. Meditation is very, very simple, and I can I can talk briefly about that, but it's basically just like praying. You can go ahead and pray until you can tune in your meditation. But meditation, I've talked about this on the show several times before, where, meditation is actually quite simple. It's not as complicated as a lot of folks think, and you don't have to be a monk to do it. You can just sit quietly and breathe. You can count your breaths. You can do a chant. You can do Om, or you can do So Hum, where you breathe in So and breathe out Hum in your mind. You're saying these things in your mind. It basically just calms your energy down, and if you practice it enough, then you can have those kind of insights that people have that you hear about who meditate and things like that. But it's also highly effective even if you're just new at it and you only do it for 10 or 12 minutes a day. We can talk about that more, but in the meantime, just pray. Just give thanks for the things around you that you notice that you're thankful for, because that shifts your energy. And these little shifts, that's what I call quantum energy shift. It's a little tiny shift that has a big, huge impact on your life. Beautiful. That sounds really good. Thanks for calling into the show, and thanks for leaving me a message today. I'll get back to you, and we'll see if we can get you pointed in a little bit more comfortable direction for you right now. You're welcome. Bye now. Aloha, are you still holding? Hi, thank you. Hi, Diane Marie. Yeah, how cool is that? And did you get my message today that I wasn't on the air on Fridays? Okay, so okay. Is the appointment, is the clinic this following Sunday, or do we have another Sunday? I know, but my dates are all scrambled up in my head. It's this very next Sunday? Okay, Valentine's Day. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be seeing patients and clients and that until 3 or 4. Okay, until 3. Okay, great. Uh, I feel like I should say something about Valentine's Day. It's such a beautiful, beautiful holiday for lovers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And so she can actually see you on during the clinic and come in and talk about this stuff and try some of the flower essences with you. Is that right? Oh, great, awesome. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing there, Diane Marie. Who accepts donations at the? You mean the Bikram Yoga accepts donations? Okay, and oh, so they're okay, and those are to help people that have had problem with the fire, or what's that for? Okay. Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Wow. Hmm. Nice. Yeah. Hmm. Well, we're more pharmaceutical based here. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you calling in today, and just so folks know, you're offering flower essence therapy, uh, and you have some special blends, and you'll be there from noon to noon on, basically. Okay, great. Thank you so much for calling. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Okay. All right. Take care. So come on down to the healing clinic on next Sunday on Valentine's Day, which is just such a lovely holiday for all you lovers out there. And